I saw an interview with Danny Garcia on Ellie Setback's channel a couple of days ago that stood out to me, and this shit has been on my mind ever since I saw the damn video. Now, your boy Swift actually came out of his mouth and said that he made a mistake saying that it wasn't going to be a unification fight between him and Lamont Peterson. It may still be a unification fight, but he also said that it may still be a catchweight and the titles may not be on the line. Then he proceeded to say that he would actually prefer the titles not be on the line so that he can save the sanctioning fee. Yeah, it's just nothing but a fee to him. Forget about being the unified champion. Let me go ahead and save some bread so I can look cool, so I can buy some new shades and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about with Danny. You know, he's thinking, you know, who the fuck wants to see a unified champion? You know, what fans want to see a unified champion? You know, it's all about who looks good hanging on a poster in the MGM Grand. You know, that's what this shit is becoming. And I'm starting to notice a change in your boy Swift. Now, he used to be quiet and kind of humble. He was always a humble kid, and he was always confident. You always saw the confidence in Danny Garcia. But for the most part, he was humble, and he let his dad do all the talking and shit. And that was cool because at least his dad was entertaining with his bullshit. But Danny is just all around corny with the shit. Like, how can you come back from saying something like that? Like, how can anybody respect Danny Garcia as a champion if he said he would rather save money than to do what all the other fucking champions in the sport have to do when they defend their titles and pay the sanctioning fee? That's a part of boxing. What makes him above any other fucking boxer, any other fighter in the history of the sport who had to pay that sanctioning fee? Like, get this dude the fuck out of here, man. Like, I'll never forget him saying that shit. Like, I'm always gonna look at him a certain type of way now. Like, that's some shit you can't come back from. You know, it's kind of like Mayweather saying we're not fighting to show the fans who the best is. It's sort of like one of those type of comments that you'll never forget. It'll always pop up. And I noticed a change in your boy Swift. You know, and I think that this NBC shit, you know, let's talk about that for a minute. Now, I'm happy that boxing is going to come back to the mainstream on network TV. They're kicking it off to a good start, it looks like, with having Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson on NBC. I mean, that's big. No denying that. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade or anything like that. I'm just saying, if we're not careful with this shit, if we don't keep an eye on this shit, this can turn into the WWE fast. Like, you're going to have a bunch of fucking reality TV star divas and shit trying to take easy fights so that they don't get their face marked up because they got a photo shoot the next day. Like, that's what that shit can easily turn into. You know, and I think that that's where the change that Danny Garcia is coming from. He's in front of these fucking cameras a lot now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it could turn into a bad thing. Because like I say, look, if it's all about boxing, if they keep it boxing, we can hear some backstories about their life and shit like that. But I hope that they focus on boxing, because I don't want them to use this NBC shit to try to look for the next, you know, movie star or magazine ad, you know, because that's what it's all about. You know, who looks good hanging on that fucking poster in the MGM Grand. That's what it's about. That's why they want to get Mayweather off of that shit. They don't want to see his black, greasy face up there anymore. We want Canelo up there. It looks better. He looks like what society tells you a man is supposed to look like. We don't want Rigondeaux up there. You know, that's what this shit is about. I just hope that they put real fucking fighters on that shit so that we can see some real fucking fights, some classic fights, and you know, watch history be made and shit. I don't want to see a bunch of models in the ring and shit. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it could go that way. But anyway, Danny, you're full of shit, man. Like, I'll never respect Danny as a champion. You know, he just fought Salka, which we gave him hell for. Before that, he lost to Herrera. We all know he lost. He knows he fucking lost the fight. His dad knows he lost the fight. Everybody in Puerto Rico watched the shit. And this dude is talking like none of that shit ever happened, man. You know what I'm saying? He's talking like he's some type of great champion and shit. But he don't even want to fucking pay a sanctioning fee to make history for himself and his own fucking career, for his future legacy. You guys leave me your comments and let me know what you think about this shit. I'm out. Deuce.